Bon.
What if the biggest threat to Olympus isn't a monster, a titan, or even a god, but Percy Jackson himself? Season 2, Episode 3 quietly flips the entire story on its head, taking us aboard a cruise ship crawling with monsters, reuniting us with Luke Castellan, and finally pulling back the curtain on the terrifying truth of the great prophecy. Alliances begin to crack, destinies collide, and one secret changes how we see Percy forever. Welcome back to your nerdy show. I'm your host, Spoiler Master, and today we're breaking down Percy Jackson and the Olympians Season 2, Episode 3 with a full recap and ending explained, because after this episode, nothing about Percy's journey feels safe anymore.
Got a lot of ocean to cover and not a lot of time, so move!
The daughter of Ares and the Oracle's warning. The episode opens with a major departure from the books by showing Clarisse visiting the Oracle of Delphi. This is something that's only mentioned in passing in the novels, but seeing it play out on screen adds depth to Clarisse's character almost immediately. Instead of the aggressive, one-note warrior archetype she's often reduced to, we see someone genuinely nervous, uncertain, and burdened by expectation. The Oracle scene is eerie in exactly the way it should be. The decaying setting, the cryptic language, and Clarisse's blunt reaction all work together to sell how unsettling prophecy truly is in this world. Her decision to cut off the Oracle's head, while darkly funny, also reinforces Clarisse's impulsive nature. She wants answers, but she doesn't have the patience for riddles or ambiguity, which makes her prophecy all the more tragic. The prophecy itself is ominous even by Percy Jackson standards. Clarisse is told that she will find what she seeks and make it her own, but that promise is immediately undercut by warnings of despair, entombment in stone, and an unfinished line that hints at failure. The lack of clarity clearly rattles her, and unlike Percy, Clarisse doesn't have close friends to help her process it. Instead of choosing companions for her quest, she decides to go alone, a choice that feels both brave and deeply concerning. That's when Ares enters the story once again. Adam Copeland's return as the god of war is one of the episode's highlights. His dynamic with Clarisse is entirely different from Percy's awkward, distant relationship with Poseidon, or Luke's bitterness toward Hermes. Ares is harsh, blunt, and unapologetically violent, but there's also a strange sense of pride in the way he treats his daughter. Ares gifts Clarisse a warship raised from the depths of the sea and crews it with undead soldiers who owe him their lives. It's an intimidating show of power, but it also underscores something important about Clarisse's journey. Unlike Percy, who constantly questions the gods, Clarisse is being shaped directly by one. Whether that will empower her or doom her remains an open question. Boarding the Princess Andromeda. While Clarisse sets off on her own path, the heart of the episode follows Percy, Annabeth, and Tyson as they leave Camp Half-Blood and board the Princess Andromeda. Hermes appears early on to guide them, which immediately raises red flags. Gods rarely help without an agenda, and it doesn't take long for the trio to realize they've walked straight into enemy territory. At first glance, the Princess Andromeda looks like a normal cruise ship, but Tyson's heightened senses quickly give the truth away. He smells monsters everywhere. The ship is crawling with them, and worse, they're not just random threats. These monsters are organized, loyal, and clearly serving someone with a larger plan in mind. That plan becomes obvious when they encounter Allison Sims, the daughter of Apollo. Her presence immediately connects back to the season premiere, where she was part of the group that attacked Grover in Percy's dream. Initially, she plays friendly, but Percy recognizes her, and the confrontation quickly turns violent. During the fight, Percy saves Annabeth, and Allison accidentally falls into the sea. In her belongings, they find the symbol of Kronos, confirming their worst fears. This ship belongs to Luke Castellan. Percy sees this as an opportunity. Luke is here, vulnerable, and surrounded by enemies they already know how to fight. To Percy, this feels like their chance to end the threat before it grows any larger. Annabeth, however, sees things differently. She believes Luke is being manipulated by Kronos, and that killing him would be a mistake. Their argument reveals just how differently they process betrayal. Percy feels personally endangered by Luke's actions, while Annabeth is still holding on to the memory of the brother figure she once trusted. They eventually compromise, agreeing to capture Luke rather than kill him. It's a decision that feels noble, but also dangerously naive given what they're up against.
This makes him stronger. His essence will rise from Tartarus to gather here.
The confrontation with Luke Castellan. The emotional core of Episode 3 lies in Percy and Annabeth's confrontation with Luke. Despite their efforts to avoid him, they come face to face sooner than expected, and the tension is immediate. Charlie Bushnell and Leah Savage-Jeffries deliver some of the strongest performances of the season here, fully selling the mix of anger, hurt, guilt, and unresolved affection that defines Luke and Annabeth's relationship. Luke is no longer the charismatic older camper Percy once admired, but he isn't a cackling villain either. What makes him so compelling is how reasonable he sounds at times. He insists that he doesn't want to harm demigods, and even argues that monsters, as children of the gods, deserve better treatment. Tyson becomes a living example of his point. If the gods can discard their creations so easily, why should anyone remain loyal to them? This moral complexity is where the Disney Plus adaptation really shines. Luke isn't rebelling just for power. He genuinely believes the system is broken, and in many ways, he isn't wrong. That's what makes his alliance with Kronos so tragic. He's trying to burn down Olympus to fix it, without fully understanding the cost. Luke then reveals the true horror of his plan by showing Percy and Annabeth the sarcophagus containing Kronos' essence. According to Luke, the Titan's awakening has already begun. Every demigod who joins his cause makes Kronos stronger, pulling his essence closer from Tartarus. The golden fleece, which Clarisse is searching for, is the final piece. With it, Kronos can heal faster and forge a physical body, allowing him to fully return. Even more disturbing is the implication that Percy is already hearing Kronos. This ties directly into the Great Prophecy and suggests that Percy's connection to the Titan is deeper than anyone wants to admit.
The Titans are returning because Kronos is returning.
The Great Prophecy and the God's secrecy. Luke insists that Percy deserves to know the truth about the Great Prophecy, accusing the gods of dividing demigods by hiding knowledge from them. While Luke ultimately doesn't reveal the prophecy himself, his words force Annabeth to confront the reality of what she's been keeping from Percy. The episode delivers one of its most important lines when Annabeth says, "It's prophecy. The words are never clear." That single sentence encapsulates the entire Percy Jackson series. Prophecies aren't destiny, they're warnings shaped by interpretation. Luke believes Kronos' interpretation without question, while Annabeth understands how easily prophecy can be twisted. The argument escalates as Luke tries to recruit Percy once again, framing the coming war as a chance to create a new golden age where demigods and monsters alike are free from the gods' neglect. Annabeth counters that a war between Titans and Olympians would destroy the world, not save it. Luke dismisses her concerns, claiming that Camp Half-Blood won't survive regardless, and that the smart ones will choose the winning side. Before the situation can turn deadly, Tyson reveals what he's been working on in the ship's training area. Using the very monsters Luke praised, Tyson has been secretly building a bomb. The explosion creates the perfect distraction, allowing Percy, Annabeth, and Tyson to escape. Once again, Tyson proves himself to be the group's unexpected MVP, choosing his brother and friends over the acceptance he briefly found among other outcasts.
And Olympians will tear the earth apart.
What about Camp Half-Blood?
Clarisse's quest and a dangerous realization. Meanwhile, Clarisse's journey takes a troubling turn. Her undead crew is more interested in feasting than following orders, and her usual aggressive leadership style doesn't motivate them. It's only when she speaks to them about second chances and redemption that they finally respond. This moment reveals a softer side of Clarisse that mirrors Percy more than she'd probably like to admit. However, the episode ends her storyline on an ominous note. Clarisse notices that the coordinates Percy gave her are wrong. Her ship is heading toward Rocktown, New Jersey, which makes no sense for a journey to the Sea of Monsters. Whether this is a mistake, a manipulation, or something far worse remains unclear, but it strongly suggests that Clarisse's quest is already going off course.
Tell you about the Great Prophecy?
He speaks directly to me now.
The ending explained, and Percy's burden. The most important moment of the episode comes after Percy and his friends escape the Princess Andromeda. With the immediate danger gone, Annabeth finally tells Percy the truth about the Great Prophecy. She explains that Chiron only told her the basics, but even that was enough to understand its meaning. The prophecy states that a child of the eldest three gods, upon reaching the age of 16, will become a powerful weapon. That child will face a single choice that can either save Olympus or destroy it. Percy immediately understands what this means. The gods believe he could be the one who destroys them. This revelation reframes everything. Luke's anger, Kronos' interest in Percy, and the gods' secrecy all suddenly make sense. Percy isn't just a hero in the making, he's a potential catastrophe. The knowledge hits him hard, and he admits that he wishes he'd never learned the prophecy at all. With Clarisse racing ahead on a potentially doomed quest, Kronos growing stronger by the day, and Percy now burdened with a destiny no 16-year-old should have to carry, Season 2 makes it clear that the real battle isn't just against monsters or titans, it's against fate itself.
Those three were to join our ranks, that would be a powerful show of loyalty to Kronos. We wouldn't...
Our nerdy thoughts. And that's where Percy Jackson and the Olympians Season 2 Episode 3 leaves us, caught between prophecy and choice, with Percy now carrying the weight of a future that could save Olympus or burn it to the ground. Luke's rebellion no longer feels like simple betrayal. Clarisse's solo quest is already drifting toward disaster, and Kronos is no longer a distant threat lurking in myth, but a force actively shaping events. With secrets exposed and destinies set in motion, the season is clearly marching toward a war where no one walks away unchanged. If you enjoyed this deep dive and want more episode breakdowns, prophecy theories, and hidden details from the Percy Jackson universe, make sure to stick around, because things are only going to get darker from here.
No, what the heck, I'll laugh anyway.